Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Calmlands, where we are taking the grain truck over to get a little bit of corn. We've got the worker working on this cornfield. Um, I was hoping that I would get this finished sooner than it has been, but it's a big job, so I'm going to try to see if I can do this in first person just for fun. Uh, should be boom right there, right? No. Okay. Uh, there we go. So it showed 8 liters, which means we were temporarily under it. Okay. That feels like it should be. Alright, I gotta hop out. I'm sorry. Oh, it pulled the auger. Well, that'll do it. I don't know why it pulled the auger. Why did it? As usual, the AI doing what it's supposed to do. That wasn't so bad once I got it adjusted. Anyways, we'll go ahead and snag a shot of that using our vintage equipment. I don't know if there are any vintage farming fans left who haven't found this series and either decided to like it and you watch it, or it just doesn't like it and doesn't watch it at all. But we're gonna keep this worker going. I would love to be able to go over and start the um, I'd love to be able to go over and start the soybean harvest, but we only have one combine. And that's maybe something worth exploring in the future, whether or not we want to get another combine. But uh, while this is running, I'll just go ahead and leave the corn where it is. But I want to take this truck and haul another load of cows up to the sell point. I know we did that in the last episode, and I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over, but we'll do this, and when we get home, I might go ahead and do the headland for the soybeans just to get started on that process. I do want to look while I'm thinking about it and check when we can sell soybeans. Ba, 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 ba. Soybeans should be up here, right? There we go. Uh, so we sell them in June. Yeah, so they'll stay in the silo for a while. I don't want to sell any. Oops. I don't want to sell anything straight off the field because that tends to not be the most profitable. So we want to take 2 more of these, and we have 4 left. I will go ahead and say, I don't think I said this in the last episode, but that was a failure. That was a failure having the. Sorry, the game's probably really quiet. I turned it down the other day. That was a failure having the beef cows over there because they don't work the same way on 22 as they did with seasons on 19. So I thought I could just fatten them up for a few months and then sell them for a profit. But the way they work on this game, I think they're only profitable if they reproduce. And for whatever reason, even though they had plenty of food and water, they just got stuck and not, or they were not making progress towards reproduction. Like if you look on here, they got stuck at about this point. Like their health, well, now they're out of food, but for a long time, they had everything they needed and they were stuck on not producing, which I didn't I didn't love that. So hopefully we can grow the young dairy cows and have them produce over time to sell. Yes. Could do the first person thing on the drive home. Uh, for those of you that are playing this on PC, you probably, I would say almost everybody's familiar with this truck. This is a Chevy truck from the Expendables modding group, and pretty sweet vehicle. I wanted to, yeah, that's it. Why would you stop there? I was letting you pass this game, I swear. Um, but one of the things I love about this mod is that it allows you to, customize the appearance, and these are some of my favorite colors, and definitely my favorite color combination. So that was fun to be able to do that, and it drives really nice. I mean, I don't always drive well, but truck drives nice. Not the truck's fault that I'm a bad. Speaking of, um, no, I need to get over towards the barn more for the shed. That might be close enough. Yeah, it'll let us. Alright. We'll run them up a little bit later. I want to go ahead and get this corn going here. I don't know how much total corn we're going to have, but it should be pretty nice. Take a look here and see when we want to sell some of that. We're going to keep some, but looks like June for corn also. If we can be patient. That is so weird. Oh, I just need to be patient too. Okay, good. Should get somewhere around 7,000. Now, what I'm gonna do after this is done here, is gonna trigger some of the viewers, because I'm actually gonna leave this field not complete, and I'm gonna go over and start on the soybean field. Uh, it should be a lot easier because we'll be able to swap out the header. Oh yeah. Shoot, I forgot. This is still on a worker. No. That's... Okay. This thing just dogs with that corn header on. I think we won't do corn again. I'm just gonna sell that, and we won't do corn again on the save. If we do, I'll do a little plot with it, and we'll just turn it all into silage. I can't be bothered to do that again. Good night. Terribly slow. Actually, I'll probably zap that little bit that's left off with the chopper. Like I said, I can't be bothered. Somebody left the cow gate open. I say somebody. I say somebody like I've got a staff of 20 people working here. I'm the somebody. I'm the guy. I did it. Or I didn't shove it. So the right thing to do would be to drive out to the road here and take the road down. But what I'm gonna do is cut through the front yard. And we'll see how she does. This is my second crop on here. No. Unless you count grass. Because I did bale hay on this. Wow. It goes so much better with just the regular header on it. So much more enjoyable. Can we... That's pretty good. Gotta get those screenshots, you know? We're making memories out here. So I hope people are still enjoying this series. I'm a little bit of an impasse with some of the content. I mean, I know what I want to do, and I know how I want to play. I just don't always know what people want to watch. So I'm just gonna keep playing the farm, and if I come up with a cool other idea, I'll implement that. I am sad that I wasn't able to put an orchard in back here. That was something that I had planned from the start. Not looking likely at this point. The tree mods that I found are cool, but they are not going to work in the way that I would like them to, so that's a bummer. $866, huh? So what are we probably looking at? 10,000 liters total? Somewhere around there. It's crazy because you put so much work into getting a harvest ready, and now here we are. It's like pretty satisfying, I gotta be honest. Pretty satisfying. Look at that view. Got the barn in the background. So much of this we've done, we've customized. It's a really good feeling when you have that sense of progress in this game. Silly question to be asking right now, but do we have debt on this save? No, we are debt free. We're debt free. $150,000 to the good. We've got grain in the silo. Plenty of feed for the cows. We got milk coming in every day. Feels good, dude. Feels real good. A nice, viable, successful farm. I think my next purchase is going to be a semi-truck. Not so much for the grain, but well, actually, yeah, grain. I would like to get grain, a flatbed trailer, and then one thing I think would be cool. I haven't found one yet, but was thinking, what about having an on-site milk tank, so I could run smaller loads of milk from our barn, from our pastures, to the on-site milk tank, and then use a big tanker truck to take bigger loads up to the sell point. I think that would be really cool. The other thing I thought about doing was adding in a dairy and, turn the milk into butter and cheese and whatnot. But I think that gets away from the small family farm style that this save is intending to be. My other save, my John Deere farm, is much bigger. It's got more land. I use way more workers, and on that one, I think it makes sense to have a dairy. This is awful. 1 mile an hour? Okay, there we go. It finally shifted. Why is it going so slow? I think the header's getting stuck. Not fun. So I think if I get down to the other end and I put it on a worker, they're not going to follow this curve. They're going to go straight, which is probably fine. And we'll just let them turn around at the ends. Then they won't have to worry about going up the hill like I just did. We'll have a weird kind of pointy shaped section to finish at the end, but it shouldn't be too bad. What I could do is, well, that's a waste of time. I was going to say I could stop at the end and wait and get whatever this will be, like 75% out. But I'll just put it on a worker and we'll get it when we get it. Boy, that was a pretty close guess. I said 75 and we're at 73. Alright, good luck, worker. We'll see how that looks when we get back. We'll have some cleaning up to do, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright, this will be the last of the corn grain, so like 8,000 plus. What did I say? There was like 17 in there earlier. Corn. Yeah, 17 and a half. So this will be about 25,000 liters of corn. And it gets to be almost 1,000 a liter. So we should have over $20,000 worth of corn to sell eventually. I wish that I had some kind of mod to do chop, but I don't. Oh man, look at all the weeds. I know I noticed that the other day. It's a lot of weeds. Yet another job we gotta do. Herbicide. So how crooked did the worker go? Oh, he actually did exactly what I wanted him to do. I know this would throw the beans down. I'm sorry if it ruined anybody's immersion having me do that. There we go. Look at that. Good old fresh off the plant soybeans. You love to see it. Love to see it. this combine's gonna need a good wash after all the work we've put her through this year. Now, I don't know if I want to get a second combine or a different combine, the bigger combine. I believe now it's time for you to go forward. Alright, that doesn't seem to be interesting to the worker there, so 3,500 with Headland and then an extra trip, and yeah, hopefully we get a good bit. What do the beans pay? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Wow. Okay, that's very good. If we can hold off till June on them, we'll be very grateful for that. Do we start spraying, or do we do some of the soybeans ourselves? Take a look at the cows. Okay, they're good on TMR. You know what I'm gonna do, just because I don't think I'm gonna get to that today. Oh my gosh. I know this is a little role play-ish of me to do this, but I'm gonna throw them a couple. Oh, I should get the two out of the trailer. I'm just gonna throw them a couple bales for overnight, and we'll probably send them up to the auction tomorrow. Let's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, while that's working, let's have. Where is? Oh gosh, here it is. This tractor. Let's have this tractor. Take the chopper over. See if we can't. We probably won't finish that job, but get it a little further along. No, the momentum just keeps me. I imagine that's pretty accurate, though. Can't just turn a tractor on a dime like you can a sports car or something. Oh, look at that. First time? Like a boss. And then good to go here. I'm glad we did corn, but I will be happy not to do it again. Perfectly happy not to do it again. Keep an eye on the top right corner for when the soybean harvest is getting full. We can go dump that out. Appreciate everybody sticking around, watching to the later part of the video. I know we live in a society with a lot of jump cuts and highlight reels and YouTube shorts and TikTok all that kind of stuff. Long form, just sit and relax and watch a Let's Play is not as popular, so having people be willing to watch, it's kind of like a double thing in my mind, because on one hand it's kind of vintage farming, and on the other hand it appeals to people who play the game, I guess. I hope. And if you happen to be a person who plays the game and is interested in vintage farming, like me, then this style should resonate. I actually, not that long ago, off recording, decided to start a modern farm, and it's a lot of fun. You know, it's nice to have powerful tractors and bigger equipment and all of that, but it just feels different. Just the whole experience feels different when you have modern tractors. I've got a few other farm ideas. I feel like I'm kind of in this stage where I just want to start new farms, and I need to see through the stories that are already here. I think this farm, more is going to happen. There's more to this story. We've done a good bit already, but I think I'd like to see the first round of calves kind of grow up a little bit, and probably a few other things that will crop up along the way. I don't know that I'm going to buy more land on here, but run a few more crops through, and maybe if it's not bigger, like newer equipment, probably wouldn't do that, but at least different vintage equipment. I think there are enough mods out there that I haven't tried that would be fun to check out and use. We're at just about 15,000 liters here. I haven't seen the tank message, but I feel like it should be, if it's soon or I missed it. How's that for timing? There it is, the 80% warning. Alright, we'll do a little bit more here, and then I'll go over there and empty that. Let's say about this is good. Let's tab over to the truck. Grain truck. And I'm gonna ruin everybody's immersion again. Cut through the crop. Although I could go down here. I'm still gonna have to cut through the crop at the end. Alright, here it is. Bada boom. Sorry, AI worker E. We're just getting your grain, and you can be on your way. Alrighty, well, I guess we can go ahead and leave it here. Thanks so much for checking out the episode. My name is Bluebelly. This is Bluebelly Farms, and I've enjoyed having you. I hope you've enjoyed being here. Bye for now.